All right, fashion brand founders. In this video, I'll cover what goes into a winning fashion ad. So I'll cover the fashion ad copy, the framework, which you see here, and also the fashion ad creatives, what to avoid and what to focus on that's working best right now. And if you're new to our channel, my name is Brandon. We specialize in scaling fashion brands online. I can show you some of the brands we're scaling. So you might recognize some of their names. For example, here are some of them. Most of them we still work with, and some of them we've worked with in the past and just keep in touch. And just my boss is just consulting. You'll see there's many video testimonials they made for what we do and other results. All this stuff on our background, you can find more detail in the video description, but I just want to give some context so you understand where we're coming from and you know this is a valid source of information. So let's dive into fashion ad copy. Be brief and direct. 1 to 2 lines max that communicates your brand and what you offer is the framework. If you want to use emojis and hashtags, 1 to 3 max is fine. Anything with a lot of emojis and hashtags has a fast fashion vibe, you want to avoid that. Quality products don't need long and hyped copy. All right, so here's some examples of fashion ad copy from our clients. For example, you can see across all 3 of them, 1 sentence or even 2 sentences, if you count 3 words as a sentence, that communicates the brand, what they're about, simply and very direct, right? There's no hype copy, there's no emoji, hashtag spamming, no, it's very clean, very on brand. Now, for fashion creatives, what you want to avoid is fashion runways and fashion shows. You want to avoid being fancy campaigns, expensive models, etc., and you want to avoid curated UGC. You see, fashion shows and runways and being fancy have their time and place, but for scaling online, it doesn't work long term. It's extremely expensive, it's time consuming, and you can't test consistently. It doesn't relate to the audience as well. It looks great, but it doesn't make them want to buy. You want to avoid curated UGC because it's a gimmick that lasts for 2 weeks max if you are lucky. And has a slow turnaround time and is usually a crutch to sell bad products. It's also an inefficient use of cash and stresses your margin. Let's say you spend $10K per month for creating UGC content. Your ROAS now has to also cover that too, when we get to factor that into your cost. Plus, no fashion house or top fashion brand invests in a created UGC because fashion is all about looks. The audience either resonates with it or not. It's a black or white decision. Like, look at Prada's ad library. Like, they have no created UGC ads at all. It's just the creatives that I will go into what's most effective right now. We have a client that was investing around $11K per month on created UGC content. They do multi-million dollars a year in sales, and we spend on average $40K per month and higher on ads. A couple of days ago, she was very happy that the ROAS improved even more, and she asked why. The reason is very simple. We just turned off all created UGC ads. Now, what about organic UGC? They don't cost you to make, so it's worth testing. And they tend to perform better than curated UGC, but it shouldn't be your main focus because organic UGC is unique, right? There's no curated UGC agency that's like replicating the same people, models, same format, and then now everyone's curated UGC look the same, right? Like if organic UGC is unique, which is why it tends to perform better than curated, but it still shouldn't be your main focus. But if you want to run it, run it. Raw imagery is the best kind of fashion creatives for ads. Most of your creatives are already raw imagery and will be raw imagery. It shows the product clearly, either by itself or with a model that fits your audience. And again, the model doesn't have to be a Gigi Hadid level or some crazy like A-lister, like it doesn't matter. It has little to no editing and no clips. It usually has a plain background to keep it simple. And for equipment, all you need is a good iPhone and a good camera. And you can make raw imagery consistently and quickly at scale because of its simplicity. It's low investment and you can test it fast, making it extremely efficient. It's relatable to the audience because it's authentic. That's the key. This is what triggers them to buy. They don't want extravagant, fancy creatives because they are tired of Facetunes, clips, crazy editing, etc. They want it real and raw. So here's some examples of raw imagery from some of our fashion clients. You can see either by the product itself or on a model, and it's not a famous model, right? Look, in the plain background, very simple, just conveys a product, who they are, very raw, very authentic, and this is what triggers people to buy. So that covers the best fashion ad copy framework and what fashion creators to focus on to really get the best results out of your ads. So this is all part of a long strategy that we do for fashion brands. So if you want more of this, just check out more of this YouTube channel. And if you're interested in exploring working with us, I have more information in the video description or wherever the social media, whatever social media page this video is on, and you can check out more of us. But until then, you can subscribe, follow us, and you can look out for the next videos.